Hey everybody, it's me, Lynn Renee McDonald for Practical Spirituality, live here in Virginia Beach, Virginia. And today, Universe is guiding me to talk to you about my YouTubes and the things that I write and post on social media and anything that comes from Universe through me, such as writings, future books, videos, channelings that I post in my newsletters and things like that, because it's come up as of recent that I've had 2 or 3 different people, and all throughout time, some are my clients, some are just people in passing, some are just people that saw my YouTubes or have read things that I've done, and they said to me, hey, they said, it would really behoove you if you would just focus better. You're not really focused. You're sporadic. You're all over the map when you do your YouTubes, and even in your writing, you don't use traditional grammar. You don't do this. You're not in alignment with the way of the classical or the traditional way that are the rules of society's grammar when you speak or or when you write or when you channel, when you have your channelings, when you do your YouTubes, everything. When we see stuff like this, we've just noticed about this, and we feel that your YouTubes and your stuff will be better if you had did it like this, or easier to understand, or it doesn't feel right to me, or this is the stuff that people have said to me. And with Universe, all right, and what I teach, I'm always asking God 24/7 to be the best that I can be, to do the best that I can do, to bring it in from the highest form of love, the God's honest truth, and the best way from love, to teach the people in all ways, and myself as well, from the highest form of love. And thank you, God, for that for me. And then I'm always asking to clear, heal, and change any and all blocks in me that would stop that from happening. Excuse me a minute. I'm going to try to move this phone here for 1 second while we're doing our YouTube classic, right? Okay, so the main core of why I'm doing this YouTube is so that, because Universe wants me to explain to you why my YouTubes and my stuff is written the way it is, the messages that come through, why it is not in the way that people think it should be, or when they're feeling a certain way that it isn't right, or it's messed up, or it's convoluted, or this is their stuff, okay? All right, because the truth is, in the highest form of alignment, like God, like I ask for, thank you, God, for that for me, and everything I do, the highest form of love. Let me eat, breathe, live, sleep, do, create, be in this space, and be that highest form of love. And always from the highest form of love in my soul, my God connection, and all I am, be, say, do, and create. And thank you, God, for that for me, and clear and change any and all blocks in me that would stop that from happening. And thank you, God, for that for us. So basically, here it is, right? I'm always working. That's why I do these prayers in the middle of my YouTubes, because I'm teaching you how to do these things with your life, guided by higher power, the highest form of love, this Christ consciousness energy. It's my soul. It's what my soul came in here to do, right? So in order for everybody to understand that, you got to be at this level. So when people tell me, oh, you could do this better, you could do that better, yes, I listen to it and I say, okay, God, right? People say, oh, well, she's in an ego space. She might get butthurt, or she might not listen to what I say. Don't think for a second that I don't hear what you're saying. I do. And I say to God, okay, clear that for me. Let me have the best focus, the best understanding, the best knowing, the best gifts, tools, everything that I need. If what this person is saying is the God's honest truth about things that I should change here, let me do so in the best way from the highest form of love, and clear, heal, and change any blocks in me that stop that from happening. And thank you, God, for that for me. And I don't get butthurt. If I get butthurt, that's my shit, right? And I ask Spirit to clear that. And thank you, God, for that for me. But that's one of the reasons we're doing this YouTube today, is to bring it to your attention that the reason my YouTubes are the way they are is because Universe guides me to do them. As crazy and fucked up as they are sometimes, where the phone falls, or there's a phone call in the middle of my YouTube, right? There's an energy interruption, or, I'm sporadic in what I'm talking about, or I do a prayer prayer in the middle of my talking, right? Or I seem to be not focused, or I move into a different area and then later on I come back around to it. Everything is perfectly designed by love, in the highest form of love, for what my soul came here to do, and what I've asked God for. This is why my YouTubes are the way they are. This is why my writing is the way they are. It is the highest form of love that is coming through, channeled through me, for the best way for everybody to get on a deep soul level and in all soul levels what universe has to teach through and with me. Totally makes sense, right? Because I was sitting there, I'm like, what the fuck, God? I asked for this, I asked for that. Why do these people keep telling me my YouTubes could be better and this could happen and that could happen? I am not in alignment with fucking Hollywood or the music people. I'm in alignment with the highest form of love. Doesn't mean that what they do is bad or that I'm making shitty comments about that. No, this is about higher knowing, higher wisdom, and getting what needs to be said and done through universe, through me, in a particular language that is the highest form of love. So anything less than that is going to have these comments like that and is not going to get it, is not going to understand it, or is going to have challenges with what I have to teach. It's kind of like when people come into my shopping center. Sometimes they won't even come in the door because the energy is so powerful, so high-end love, and their soul is not ready for that. They're not ready for that consciously, subconsciously, and in all ways, right? They're just not ready for it. So they won't even come in the door. It's toxic for them, because in order for you to truly understand it in the healthiest, best way on all levels, right? You got to live, breathe, eat, sleep, do what I teach in the highest form as much as possible. So if you have a challenge with it, guess what? That's your shit. That's your God space that you're in. Just like my shit is my shit. Shit meaning stuff that's in you that doesn't serve you. Yes, I totally, completely appreciate your comments, right? And that you adding in and doing and saying nice things to help me. Absolutely, right? I absolutely love your feedback and am open to it because I want to be the best me I can be. However, and thank you for your comments. However, what I teach is in alignment is that this is it. I ask God to be the greatest that I can be, to do the best I can do with the God's honest truth in everything that I am, be, say, do, and create from the highest form of love. And I know that by what I teach and what I do for lifetimes, that I am this, right? And that what I teach here is right on with exactly the how the way and how it is supposed to be, with love in the highest form. Okay, this is what these YouTubes are about. This is what my life is about. And unless all these people have a problem with my shit, whether it's I'm interrupted, the phone falls down, or they think I'm sporadic and I can't focus and I can't concentrate, or they like it to be all A, B, C, D, E, F, G, or like an outline traditional that they would give you in school, guess what? It's not going to be that way. Because Earth world is this vibration. Your shit is in a different vibration, right? It's all Earth world stuff. Your shit meaning the stuff in your soul that doesn't serve you, that is a less than love energy space. And those things are going to affect how you feel about my YouTubes, right? Being an Earth world energy vibration, right? But when you're in the highest form of love, you are going to be more conducive to my YouTubes and what you are learning from them. Because there is high-end messages for every single person and all that is here, high end, on a subconscious soul level, right up to your conscious level, right? Whoever these YouTubes need to connect with, they're going to connect with, right? So this is the God's honest truth about how this works. There is a God language here, a love energy language that's high end, that universe speaks through me. It comes out in my writing. It comes out in my channeling. It comes out in my YouTubes, right? Even when I go home in my people space and I'm like, wow, maybe I shouldn't have posted that. Or maybe it's fucked up. Universe is screaming in my ear going, Lynn, clear that shit out, right? Pray that it's different for you next time in the best way from the highest form of love. Thank you, God, for that for me. So it's about doing constantly. It's about coming from love. And it doesn't mean that I'm butthurt and I don't agree or like your comments. I'm just telling you the truth, the God's honest truth about what my YouTubes and me are about. My job is to come here to change the world and help everybody, however small or however great that is, from love. That's what we came here to do. This is the language that I speak, whether it is in alignment with your belief systems, earth world, and all that is going in there, doesn't even really matter. It just shows you where to make changes in you to be more in alignment with love. And every second, everything that I'm doing is always constantly reassessing me and my soul, because my soul is crazy with this shit. It can't come here and teach this high-end love and energy, right? And the whole formula or way of this Christ consciousness, right? It can't do that if it isn't really that, right? So this is about always working on your stuff with love. So if you got any kind of problems with my YouTubes, of course, you can always decide in Earth World, well, fuck her. She's full of shit. She got ego problems, right? I can't watch her crap, or I'm not in alignment with it and I'm not into her. That's okay, right? It doesn't matter. What matters is love. And when you are ready, you will watch my shit. And if you have a comment, great. Because don't think for 1 second I don't always pray on my stuff and ask God and create it with energy prayer to make it be the best that it can be. Because that's who my soul has to be from love to do this work. All right. So this is my commentary for today. I'm sure through universe that this will help and assist you, but it doesn't mean that I don't get in people's spaces and get the comments and I'm not appreciative. I know that when people comment to me, they want to help me and they want to make me better or want to make or give to help and assist, right? From love for me. And I know that. That's people's innateness in their soul of being like humanitarians in love and loving others, right? And any issues, if I get butthurt with that, or I get ego space, or I rag about it, right? Or I'm toxic with it, right? Then that's stuff for me to take a look at it. So I'm always clear, heal, and change all this in me before I even answer, before I even talk. What is the God's honest truth? And I'm asking source to know so that when I get on this fucking YouTube, I know what the fuck I'm talking about from the highest form of love. Not this earth world belief system, not somebody else's belief system, but the highest form of love that exists, because that's my soul's mission. That's what my soul came in here to do, not what anybody else thinks, because their thinking and their shit is theirs, not mine. Regardless of their comments, right? My stuff is my stuff. And my stuff is always got to be in alignment with love, because I choose that, because this is what my soul came in here to do. So that all said, same thing with being repetitive. If I am repetitive, right? And many times I see where I repeat stuff a couple times, right? And that's all guided by love in the highest form, whether I seem sporadic or whatever all this is, right? All this stuff that you might have a problem with me and my YouTubes, from the cursing to whatever it is, right? If I am speaking in this way, it is guided from here, right? And in order for, whoops, how crazy, see, it happened already in this YouTube, right? So trust love, right? That this is the way it's supposed to go down. And you feel in your heart whether my YouTubes and what I do is best for you. And if you don't feel in alignment, ask God to clear that. Ask God that you love my YouTubes. Ask God that you love your life. Ask God or love any issues that you have, clear them out. Because that's the best way to make your best you, regardless of anything having to do with my YouTubes, right? Okay, and create your greatest life from love. And then all of a sudden, you realize, holy shit, I am in alignment with Lynn, right? And it's not a Lynn thing, it's a love energy thing, right? Thank you guys so much. I love you. Have the greatest day. We'll see you in a few days with another new YouTube. Thanks, God. Love you guys. Thanks.